And we continue on here on the live broadcast of EA Sports MMA. Stikforce 3, Scars and Stripes. Couple more fights coming your way here, Dickerman.
We got GRROM Jet taking on Richy Roo in the first matchup. Good to see GRROM Jet back here on the live broadcast. It's been a little while.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, title on the line, light heavyweight championship fight. Dr. Agee taking on Take Notes.
Yeah, we're actually going to stop after that matchup because DivineLovesKids had a little trouble getting in. Not sure what happened, so he was not able to enter in the card here. We see his name there. We see iKanDee there, too, but they're not going to be able to fight tonight.
I hope he didn't get picked up for having that disturbing tag name.
I think you're reading it wrong.
Oh, okay.
Let's just go ahead and get down to the stats here.
First fight, GRROM Jet taking on Richy Roo, looking at a Sambo guy taking on a boxer. And the one thing to me that really stands out, submission skills, huge in the favor of GRROM Jet. Meanwhile, big-time health for Richy Roo.
Yeah, that health way up near the top of 97, but look out for GRROM Jet and his submissions at 90. That could be the big deciding factor in this fight. If he happens to get it to the ground, look for him to look for something down there in a very quick fashion. He should have good success with that submission number up so high.
By the way, head on over to easportsmma.com. Go in the chat room, take part in the discussion. Nick Lang is over there right now. By the way, if it takes a few minutes for him to respond to you, that's because he's busy eating Cheetos.
Well, you get Chesidou on your fingers, and it's hard to type. Here's Richy Roo coming out to the cage first.
Don't you hate that? You always have that cheesy residue on your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
You
got to wash it off or you lick it off. And then when you lick it off, that's just unsanitary. Chicks Dig Shooters, says the shirt of GRROM Jet.
Take a look at the records here. You can see the experience factor for Richy Roo. You're looking at a guy here that's won over 760 fights. Meanwhile, almost 200 wins, though, for GRROM Jet.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. We thank you for joining us at the HP Pavilion. This fight is scheduled 3 rounds in the middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue with a background in boxing, fighting out of England, Richard Road Warrior Rodriguez. And now,
quite the interesting look there.
His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, with a background in the Russian art of Sambo, fighting out of France, Bloody Elbows.
That is GRROM Jet right there. Taking on Richy Roo. Looks like he would fight you over a pork chop.
Are you ready?
Possibly a shopping cart.
Let's get it on!
Here we go, GRROM Jet against Richy Roo. What are you trying to say about Richy?
He kind of looks like a homeless guy. Fights like a homeless guy, too, like he's coming out for his dinner. See, GRROM Jet.
We'll fight for food?
Yeah. GRROM Jet shoots in. Boy, Richy Roo's got some strikes going there.
Hey, at least the guy, when he collects money from people, he's not spending it on booze. He's spending it so he can get his beard colored.
Yeah, well, that's true. Unless that's his natural color. He's got quite the tan. You see, GRROM Jet wants to get this fight to the ground. He hasn't had any success yet. A couple of takedown attempts. Richy Roo able to just push him off very easily. If he can't get this to the ground, it could be a long night for GRROM Jet here.
Yeah, I think so, because you look at Richy Roo, too. Not only the guy that's got a lot more experience, but we talked about that health factor, and that can be a big factor in this fight. We talk about 97 health, but right there, GRROM Jet gets the fight on the ground.
He gets it to the ground. He's looking for a transition from half guard to side control. We're going to push past. This is GRROM Jet's world right here. We got to see what he can do with it.
Yeah, if he can keep it down on the ground, which he couldn't right there, but if he can get down on the ground and then get in side control, that's where really those submissions can become a factor.
Got a little excited, a little greedy there trying to pass that half guard and ended up losing position.
And what's the rule when it comes to that?
Position before submission, my friend. And it wasn't so much submission this time around. He was looking for the pass, and he kind of wasn't worried about defending and making sure he kept Richy Roo on the ground.
Yeah. You got to take your time and set those things up. Get a little bit too aggressive, and can't hold that position. Next thing you know, fight's not where you want it.
So far, we see the classic striker versus grappler matchup. Richy Roo seems to have the advantage thus far.
Yeah, when they're standing up, and you can see, look at that, push him up against the cage. You got a Muay Thai clinch there.
Couple knees there by GRROM Jet.
See Richy Roo, couple nice knee to the body there.
Richy Roo pushes off, reset. Another shot by GRROM Jet. No luck on that.
You can see Richy Roo, though, when he's standing up here and exchanging, he just looks very, very comfortable, very aggressive right here.
Oh, yeah, GRROM Jet does not look happy here. He needs to switch from that double to a single. He's just having no luck with that double. Richy Roo's got that thing. Oh, look out.
GRROM Jet down on the mat. Big right hand there.
He's able to recover half guard there. He needs to look for a sweep. Oh, no. Richy Roo wisely just stands up, says, no, I'm not going to bother down here.
It's like, stand up so I can pick you apart. Stuffs another takedown. Not only is he the better boxer, obviously, is Richy Roo, but you can see his reach. He has a great reach here, so he can just stand on the outside.
Yeah, GRROM Jet's either got to get inside, lock up a body lock, double underhooks or something, try and get a takedown, because that double's not working for him, and standing on the outside's obviously not working for him either.
Coming up on the 2-minute mark here in the first round.
You saw GRROM Jet try to reach in there to clinch up the body, but he just got pushed off by Richy Roo.
Another stuff. Richy Roo is very, very cognizant of what GRROM Jet wants to do, and that's take the fight down. And a couple nice strikes there again, and once again, a little Muay Thai clinch, a little dirty boxing maybe here.
Going to throw some knees is Richy Roo.
Weird how he's able to get that clinch, but he hasn't been able to take advantage of it.
GRROM Jet's done a good job of defending when he gets there, and he throws his own knees up. You know that clinch is not invincible, as we saw Vanderlei Silva and Chris Lieben trying to grab that head, and he overextended himself and just ended up getting knocked out.
Yeah, next thing you know, a flurry of uppercuts, and you're done for.
Yeah, there is very real technique in grabbing that tie clinch.
Once again, you can see the good boxing skills there by Richy Roo. And I think GRROM Jet's going to have to be a little bit more aggressive here standing up. I understand he wants to take the fight to the ground, but you got to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, Richy Roo may force him to be in a stand-up battle, like it or not.
1 minute left to go here.
Back for the takedown again for GRROM Jet. No luck.
I think it's just a little bit too predictable what GRROM Jet is trying to do when it comes to the takedown attempts.
Seems to be the case here. Richy Roo sees it every time before he even comes close.
And Richy Roo, I think, is not worried about the strength of GRROM Jet. He's not afraid to just stand toe-to-toe with him. And
yeah, he's got no concerns. No concerns with the power of GRROM Jet. He has no fear of being knocked out.
This little combination there. You can see the head stamina really low there for GRROM Jet for a few seconds.
Another big shot. GRROM Jet's just getting picked apart on the feet here.
He sure is.
Oh, he hurts it though. Here comes GRROM Jet.
Richy Roo is stunned. Got big takedown there, but it's not going to be enough time for him to take advantage of this position here. Final few seconds of the first round. But a good ending to it there for GRROM Jet.
Like we say, regardless of your ability standing up, anything can happen when you're fighting. In mixed martial arts, you got those small gloves and those big punches. Whether you're a great striker or not, you hit a guy just right and he can fall down.
He's landed a nice shot and stunned him right there at the end of the round. But for the most part, that round belonged to Richy Roo. You have to think that he won that first round.
You think. You never know with that knockdown right at the end. It just depends on how the judges choose to score it.
See the right eye there, GRROM Jet. Get bruised up a bit.
Richy Roo taking a look back, seeing if his shopping cart is still there, make sure nobody's messed with his bags in there. He's got important items.
There's a lot of empty cans that are valuable, okay? A lot of Pop Tops.
Absolutely. You'll trade those in next week.
Hey, man, he's got a bag that fills up the entire shopping cart, and that's worth at least 20 cents.
Yeah. Tie clinch again there by Richy Roo. Double underhooks by Richy Roo. GRROM Jet looking to push off.
And the one thing that's happening right here, you get nice takedown there, a nice little trip and takedown.
Right into half guard. Oh, but Richy Roo right back up. Not what GRROM Jet wanted, that's for sure.
I was going to say GRROM Jet, though, in that opening position there, was having to use a lot of stamina.
GRROM Jet knows he can hurt Richy Roo now, so he shouldn't be afraid to strike. The takedown's not coming right now, so he should set up his takedown a little more with strikes. And there, Richy Roo gets a takedown of his own right into side control.
That's interesting. He wants to take the fight to the ground here.
Yeah. Especially if GRROM Jet turns him, because Richy Roo will be in a real bad position for him. Richy Roo GRROM Jet being the submission master.
See Richy Roo staying pretty active here in this position.
GRROM Jet looking to get half guard, doesn't get it.
He's got full mount here.
Uh-oh. Not where you want to be if you're GRROM Jet.
And you can see right there Richy Roo trying to land 1 or 2 big power shots. He can end this fight right here. Oh, this fight's over. Just like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That was a lot of extra shots from Richy Roo. Unnecessary.
Where's the athletic commissioner? Wait, somebody.
Oh, he's taking cans out of Richy Roo's shopping cart over there.
Well, that's what they said. You get a guy down on the ground, you got some power behind it. 1 or 2 big shots, and that's what you see right there. A big right hand knocks him out cold. Once again, you look at a big right hand right there. Another one for good measure, and then it's uncalled for the lefts afterwards.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by way of knockout, Richard Road Warrior Rodriguez.
By the way, I'm getting word maybe those extra punches were because one time GRROM Jet was spotted trying to mess with his cart on the street.
Word is that GRROM Jet actually had a 3-wheel cart, and he took Richy Roo's 4-wheel cart, and Richy Roo was stuck with a cart with only 3 wheels. You try pushing that down the road.
Look at the numbers here. Richy Roo landing 50 more strikes overall. He was the more aggressive guy in this fight. He was only stunned at the end of the first round there momentarily, but GRROM Jet really wasn't able to do anything off that. More aggressive, able to land a lot more punches, a lot more strikes, and in the end, he ends up getting the win.
Yeah, we saw 21 takedown attempts by GRROM Jet, and he only got 3 and really was able to do nothing with any of those, so it was all Richy Roo in this fight.
Now we move on to the light heavyweight championship fight. Dr. Agee taking on Take Notes.
You got Dr. Agee, plenty of experience in the game. Take Notes. He's got a lot of experience too. Actually, these are guys using different screen names as well.
Right. Dr. Agee also goes by Soup Neck, and Take Notes also goes by Own to Rush.
Yeah, so you're going to see maybe some lower numbers, but you got to know these guys have a lot of experience in the game, and this is a title matchup, so it is scheduled for 5 rounds.
Take a closer look at these two fighters. You're talking about boxing specialist against a Sambo fighter. Really high health for both guys.
Yeah, you look at the submissions are a little bit higher for Take Notes. So you would think he'd have a bit of an advantage there, but both guys they'll probably keep this standing for a little while, and we'll see where it goes. I don't see Dr. Agee being completely uncomfortable on the ground, but you will see a slight advantage there for Take Notes.
Now, when it comes to this fight, the light heavyweight championship right now vacant because Abstract Fist no longer has time to play the game, had to be stripped of a result. He was unable to defend the minimum 1 time a month.
How is he not able to what's he too busy doing?
I have no idea. He's acting like he's got a life or something. This is life right here when it comes to EA MMA.
Unbelievable. He's not having a kid or anything, is he?
No, he's not.
Okay.
By the way, Soup Neck, Dr. Agee, he has a Stikforce record of 5-0. And that's why he's getting this shot. He's been impressive so far. Like we said, both of these fighters are using alternate game tags, so don't pay attention to the records too much because both of them are very, very experienced fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. We thank you for joining us at the HP Pavilion. This championship fight is scheduled for 5 rounds of action. We begin with the challenger. With a background in the Russian art of Sambo, fighting out of the United States, Skull Crusher.
That is Take
And
Notes.
now, the challenger in the red corner. He is a boxing standout, fighting out of France, Sonny Anaconda Uno.
Nice leprechaun hat there on his chest. Not sure what the significance of that is.
He had to lose it.
Are you ready? Let's get it on.
Here we go for the light heavyweight championship.
We'll touch of the gloves here in this championship matchup. Agee in the white and black. Take Notes in the black.
These guys come out swinging so far. Got a feeling this fight's going to see standing up.
Yeah, I think so. Like we said, take notes, a slight advantage on the ground as far as the submission game goes. If he happens to get it there.
Yeah, both guys come out swinging here early on.
Yeah, they seem very confident in their hands. Nice combo there by Dr. Agee.
Ooh, he's already got him stunned.
He's got him hurt on the ground.
Big shots right here by Dr. Agee.
Take notes.
Able to hold on there, but damage has been done. He gets back up.
Yeah, that was a big shot that put him on the ground.
Oh, he goes back with a big shot there. Wow, big shots right there by Take Notes. He's trying to finish this one up, but somehow Dr. Agee is going to survive.
Less than a minute into this fight and 2 gigantic knockdowns.
We've got a war between these two for the light heavyweight championship.
What luck we've had on this broadcast tonight. Each of our main events have been fantastic so far, and we're only a minute 10 into this thing.
Oh, stunned again. Take Notes is down on the mat, face down.
He's able to survive once again. Wow, these guys got big power in their hands.
Get back up. I want to fight. Look at Dr. Agee taking the fight right there. Take Notes stunned again. Take Notes is in a lot of trouble here.
He's mounted. He's got the fist on the throat.
This fight is over. We've got a new light heavyweight champion.
What an exciting matchup that was.
Wow.
That was almost reminiscent of Chet Congo and Pat Barry.
That was incredible. We saw him get stunned right there with a big left hook and a big right kick to the head. Take Notes had Dr. Agee in a world of hurt, but somehow the doctor came back and won this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by technical knockout and the new light heavyweight champion, Sonny Anaconda Uno.
Incredible war between these two.
That lasted like less than a minute and a half.
That was crazy action right there.
Knockdown, knockdown, knockdown.
You look at the numbers here. Dr. Agee able to land 14 more strikes, but almost everything by both of these fighters that landed were power shots.
Yeah, big power shots. You know, they were going back and forth. Great fight, man. Dr. Agee wins the title in a fun minute and a half, just blitzkrieg.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, we saw, 4 knockdowns in a minute and a half?
Yeah, take notes. Take nothing away from the guy. He looked great in there while he was there.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that fight more here in just a minute. Now, originally we were scheduled to have the middleweight championship on the line, DivineLovesKids against iKanDee, but that fight, unfortunately, is not going to happen.
Yeah, DivineLovesKids could not get connected to the live broadcast for some reason, so it's going to show as a DQ win for iKanDee, but maybe we can set up this match at a later time. You know, technology just works that way sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it works wonderfully, and sometimes you don't know what the heck's going on. There we see it. Yep.
Yeah, run down those numbers, why don't you?
Yeah, 0 for 0 for 0 for 0.
How about that last fight?
Yeah, that last fight was great. Back and forth, punching each other in the face until one guy falls down.
I mean, Dr. Agee got a knockdown very quick in that
Maybe
one.
10 seconds in?
Yeah, Take Notes came right back and looked like he had that fight finished, and then Dr. Agee fired right back. A couple knockdowns and able to finally get him down on the ground with the hammer fist and finish him off.
The finish where he had the hand on the throat and he was throwing those hammer fists was just brutal, man.
By the way, thanks to everybody that helps us out in the forum at EA Sports MMA. We appreciate all of your help, all of your support, and a special shout out to Ruptat, who helped put together tonight's broadcast.
Yeah, Ruptat did a great job with this broadcast because our last main event in the last section was amazing. Maybe the best fight we've ever called here on the live broadcast. And this one right here for the light heavyweight title, it was a minute and a half, but it was a minute and a half of just fists of fury.
Absolutely. Congratulations to the new light heavyweight champion in Dr. Agee. Also, congratulations to Richy Roo for his knockout victory in the second round over GRROM Jet. Thanks again for joining us here. For Dickerman, I'm Brian Fritz. We'll catch you next time here on the live broadcast of EA Sports MMA.
We've got a lot of great action tonight, of course, put together by the crew over at the EA MMA. We've got a lot of great action tonight, of course, put together by the crew over at the what did I say before? The forums at EASportsMMA.com.
Back for another live broadcast here on EA Sports MMA. I screwed that up. Oh, no. He's chuckling over here, man. I can hear him coming.
Do this.
Back again for another live broadcast. What's wrong with you, man? Trying to be professional over here. Cameraman. I can't do it with you doing that, man. There's no way. I'm not.
Let's go. First, let's go. Let's go.
Back again for another live broadcast here on EA Sports MMA. Alongside Dickerman, I'm Brian Fritz as we get set for Stikforce 3.
Got another great card put together by Stick and his crew for you. Those guys at the forum did a great job at EASportsMMA.com. Now it's time to enjoy the fruits of their labor as we get ready for the live broadcast.
You're laughing under there. No, your shirt is freaking moving up and down, man.
Breathe it, man.
He's just trying to breathe. I got the fruits of their labor alive.
That was a good take.
That was a great take.
I'm like looking over here and your shirt is freaking gyrating, man. I'm like, you're killing me.